Here's my audience.
Everybody.
Alrighty.
I'm doing an informative speech on bodybuilding, and bodybuilding is a highly popular sport that's enjoyable and healthy for you. I've personally been bodybuilding since high school, and I've been working out since middle school. Bodybuilding is easy to get into, healthy, and again, it's incredibly fun. It'll transform your body, and it will require 3 things to do so. You need to work out, eat well, and if you choose to do so, use supplements. And anyone can do it. Now, do you think all major bodybuilders were born looking that way, or just woke up one day and looked all muscular and whatnot? The answer is, of course, no. They may have good genetics, but they put a lot of dedication into their bodies, and their bodies are a product of that dedication. So each one of us, if we wanted to, could look just like them. Now, muscle gain, that's a big one for bodybuilding. That's what a lot of people go into bodybuilding for. And if you're dedicated enough, it is possible to gain 1 pound of muscle per week. Now, your weight may change a little more than that, but you have to take into account if you're bulking or cutting, which could include fat, or water retention, which is your muscles holding water. Fat loss, and that's another one. Most bodybuilders have fat loss in the single digits, and that is from doing cardio. Weightlifting by itself will not burn fat unless you run from one piece of equipment to the other. So a lot of cardio is what will shed the pounds. And overall well-being, if you started bodybuilding today and woke up, or not woke up, but 30 days from now, woke up and looked in the mirror, you'd see a different person. And overall, you'd be happier because you look better and you feel better. Now, bodybuilding isn't just about going to the gym and that's it. It's a lifestyle. So from the morning you wake up to the morning you go to bed, you have to practice it. And let's start with exercise. Now, this is what everyone's familiar with seeing. When you think of bodybuilders exercising, you conjures up some images of big, hulky men lifting huge things in the gym, and that's not always true. There's different levels of people in the bodybuilding, all the way from beginner, intermediate, expert. And a lot of people are afraid of going to gyms because they think it's filled with nothing but meatheads, and that's far from the truth. And statistics show that 2/3 of American adults don't exercise regularly, and it is probably due to the fact that they are afraid of going to the gym and they may not know what to do. Now, diet. Without a good diet, lifting weights is not going to do much for you. You're not going to give it your all in the gym and then head over to the pizza place and eat a large pizza by yourself and drink a large soda. That's just not going to happen. So you got to eat healthy. Now, my good friend Derek Allen is a big practitioner of eating healthy. In fact, he's chosen to be a vegetarian. And that's not necessary for bodybuilding. However, and actually it gets more difficult because just eating vegetarian meals and stuff, it's hard to get the actual protein levels you need, because meat, as we all know, has a lot of protein in it. And so what he does is supplement with soy shakes and products, and he recommends egg whites, which are also, eggs are a big protein giver, so egg whites, green vegetables, and whole grain foods. Supplements now, they're not necessary, but they are beneficial, and they're called supplements for a reason, to supplement your diet and exercise. You can't rely solely on supplementation to push you along in the gym. Your diet and exercise are your main points. Supplement is just to help you along, and I recommend the basics, a multivitamin, because not everyone is able to get the vitamins and minerals they need in a normal day's diet. Fish oil is an overall great supplement. It affects many levels within your body, including your brain, and I know a few people who need that. And one of my personal favorites is creatine. And what creatine does, it's a natural compound within your body, and it basically supplies energy to your muscles. And that's why people take extra of it, because if you're able to do 5 reps on one exercise, taking creatine, you may be able to do 8 and 10 reps, which would in turn make your muscles larger. And anyone can do it, young and old. You know, there's a myth that kids, it'll stunt the growth of children, and that's completely false. There's nothing, I mean, you're not going to go in the weight room and start lifting heavy. You got to start gradually. So a child should start at lightweight, slowly work his way up, and not strain himself. And the same goes for old people. You know, the older you get, the more fragile your body gets, and therefore some exercises you may not be able to do because they're more taxing on your body. So you can supplement those exercises with easier exercises. And I'm sure many of you have seen pictures of large, bulky men, and that's because they are able to be that way. Women, another common myth is that women who get into bodybuilding will wake up the next day and be large, masculine looking people. That's, again, far from the truth. What gives men that masculine feature is testosterone, and women have no way of naturally producing that amount, so they are not going to look that way. Handicapped. You know, just because you're physically or mentally handicapped does not mean that you cannot participate in bodybuilding to some extent. In fact, there's the NPC Wheelchair Championships, which sponsor handicapped bodybuilders, and that's quite a popular thing for them. And all in all, the sport of bodybuilding can transform your body. And again, you'll need to focus on 3 things: exercise, diet, and supplements if you choose to. And before you know it, you can be the next Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I have a quick little thing to show you. Now this can stick on the wall, and basically what it is a pull-up bar. And this is a great exercise for developing your back and giving you that V taper. It's one of my personal favorites. And that concludes my speech. Thank you, everybody.
Yay!